welcome back to another episode of Honeysuckle Catering. Today we're on location and we're going to be showing you how to make fresh pressed apple juice. This is Mr. Lewis and we're going to be picking his golden delicious apples, and he's also going to show us how to press them using his DIY apple press. So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I have this tree that produces great apples, and unfortunately most of them ended up on the ground, and I just don't like wasting things from the garden.
So Mr. Lewis, can you tell me the steps on how to make fresh pressed apples?
Well, sure. First you find a good apple tree like this one here. It produces a lot of apples. Got a big crop this year. So we pick them. We wash them in the sink. We fill up maybe one side of the sink full of apples and wash them, clean them, and put them in the other side of the sink, and then we separate the cores from the apples.
Oh, okay.
Quarter and pare them, clean them up. Well, then the next thing we do, we're going to grind them, put them through a grinder, and then we wrap the ground apples in a bag of cheesecloth and stack them in layers in the press, and then we apply the pressure. We crank the press down, and the juice flows out and through the tube and into a glass, and then we drink it, and it's very good.
Yay, that sounds so delicious. I'm so excited. Let's get started.
Yeah. Well, there's not a lot to this gadget that I use as my apple grinder. It consists of a brand new, inexpensive kitchen sink garbage disposal, which I bought at the builder supply store. I built a wooden frame for it, and I put a wall switch on it, so I have control over turning it on and off, like this. I thought this was more appropriate than a food processor. This will go through a lot of apples, baskets and baskets full of apples in a short amount of time. And a food processor, you're constantly having to fill it and empty it and fill it and empty it. So that's why I use this.
Is it more powerful too?
Oh yes, this is you'll see how this works really fast. Okay, Zung, I'm going to fill the sink disposer with the apples that we cleaned.
Okay.
I'm going to fill it up to the top. Okay. And now I'm going to put the cover on it and just hold that so that the apples don't fly out. Turn on the power switch.
Wow.
Okay, and you can see the juice already dripping.
Wow, it pulverized it.
And that's essentially the process. We're just going to use up all the apples we have until we're done, and then go on to the next step.
This is incredible. It grinds it up so well that you can already see the juices coming out. Yum, it smells unbelievable. So this is the apple press. Can you tell me how you made it?
Well, sure. Actually, I made it a couple of times. These are 2x10s from the local building supply. A friend of mine gave me the scissors jack from an old car that he doesn't have anymore. I have some extra blocks of wood to raise it up and to adjust the height and to make it more sturdy. I added these triangles on the back and with long screws to make it more sturdy, because the first design I found, it came apart, and then to make it even more strong, I added these long steel straps that I also got at the building supply store. I have long bolts that go down and up from the bottom, these straps to hold it all together, and it can take quite a bit of pressure on this car jack, and that forces the juice through the apple press. This is a 5-gallon plastic bucket. This is the chamber for the press, and it's actually food grade plastic. You can see corn syrup came in it. I drilled a small hole in it, and I bought a small rubber grommet and a nylon hose that goes through just a little bit. You can see where the hose enters the inside there.
And that'll be the spout for our juice?
That's right. The juice will run out the bottom there. I have a series of plates. This one is for the bottom. Again, it's cut out of a 2x10. It's roughly round. And I have some additional plates that I use. These two are nylon plastic. These were just cutting boards from the dollar store, and I cut them into round shapes. So with these and the cheesecloth bags, we'll press the apples.
So why do you need the plate at the bottom instead of just pressing it into the bucket?
Well, I found that the bucket, the plastic bottom on the bucket's a little bit flexible.
Okay.
Plus the spout enters about a ½ inch from the bottom, and I just wanted to leave a little bit of space. So with this extra 1.5 inch thickness, it makes it easier for the juice to run around the sides and out the spout.
Oh, okay. So I first start off with the cheesecloth.
That's right.
And then just scoop it in.
Just give me maybe 2 scoops of apples. That's good. Great. Okay. Now let's tie it up. Grab that string over there. And now we'll drop it in the center of our bucket.
And that could just be poured into a glass,
that's
right?
our product, yes. Now we'll put up the extra plate on, the top plate on, to press it. And we'll repeat the process. Let's get another cheesecloth.
Oh.
Okay. And let's tie it up. Okay, let's add the second plate.
And then this goes on top of it?
And we'll add the top plate. As you can see, the 2 plates are fairly low in the bucket. And so I have a couple of big blocks. I'm going to add the block as a spacer, lift the bucket up into the press. So we're going to put a second bucket to catch the juice as it comes out of the press. And now I'm going to lower the hose into the bucket, and you'll see the juice already starting to run.
It's like changing a tire, but way more fun.
Contact.
Wow.
You can see the juice start to come out. You're doing a good job, John.
So how do I know when to stop?
Well, go as far as you can.
Okay. I think that's good.
Okay. All right, let's tip the press a little bit. Make sure all that juice comes out. Great. That looks so good.
It smells so fresh. I wish you could smell this.
Look at that pancake.
I know, it's dry. That's so cool. We made like a gallon of fresh apple juice.
Pour it slowly into the jug. That smells so good.
Yeah. It smells so fresh, nothing like the stuff that you have at the store. Look at this, and it's kind of murky, not clear, so you know that it hasn't been processed. Thank you so much for showing us how to make fresh apple juice.
Well, my pleasure. And from tree to cup in just a few minutes. Well, an hour maybe.
Thank you so much. It's so sweet. This is so much better than the stuff you buy at the store.
It is good.
And you know what would be really good for this is spice cider. You can check out how to make that here. And let me know, you've probably had freshly squeezed OJ, but have you ever had freshly pressed apple juice? Let me know by commenting below, and to see more videos and recipes, please subscribe above, and please visit my Facebook page for more daily updates. And another special thanks to Mr. Lewis again for showing us how to do this, and we'll see you soon. Bye!